In the digital age, stories don't always begin with facts. Sometimes they begin with a single phrase. A few words, repeated often enough, can evolve into something much larger than their origin. This is exactly what happened when a wave of online discussions began circulating around actress Shin and a phrase that quickly gained traction: hidden pregnancy. What makes the situation particularly notable is that the discussion did not originate from any confirmed report, official statement, or credible source. Instead, it emerged from fragments, fan observations, visual interpretations, and speculative posts shared across social media platforms. Within hours, the phrase began appearing everywhere. Comment sections filled with assumptions. Short-form videos echoed the same question. Forums debated possibilities without evidence. And as engagement increased, algorithms did what they're designed to do: push the content further. This is where modern digital culture reveals one of its most powerful mechanisms. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity can feel like truth. But before going any further, it's essential to establish a clear boundary. This documentary does not confirm or deny any personal matter related to Shin. Instead, it explores how narratives like this are created, amplified, and consumed in today's online environment. For years, Shin has built a career defined by talent, consistency, and emotional depth. Known for her performances in romantic dramas and character-driven films, she has maintained a relatively private personal life, something increasingly rare in the entertainment industry. And perhaps that privacy is exactly what makes sudden speculation so impactful. When an individual is not constantly sharing personal details, even the smallest change in appearance or public presence can spark curiosity. In a culture driven by instant content and rapid interpretation, that curiosity can quickly transform into assumption. The phrase hidden pregnancy didn't spread because of evidence. It spread because it triggered emotion, curiosity, surprise, and speculation. And in the world of algorithms, emotion is currency. Platforms prioritize content that generates reactions. The more people comment, share, or debate, the more visible the topic becomes. Over time, visibility alone can create the illusion of credibility. And just like that, a narrative begins to form, not from facts, but from momentum, body image, algorithms, and the culture of speculation. As the conversation continued to grow, it revealed something deeper than a single rumor. It exposed patterns that exist across the entertainment industry, especially when it comes to female celebrities. Public figures, particularly women, often face intense scrutiny over their appearance. Every outfit, every angle, every photograph can become a subject of analysis. What might be a normal change in lighting, styling, or posture is sometimes interpreted as something far more personal. This is where speculation crosses into something more concerning: body-focused assumptions. Online discussions began dissecting visuals, comparing images, questioning wardrobe choices, and drawing conclusions based on perception alone. These behaviors are not new, but digital platforms have amplified them to an unprecedented level. Body shaming does not always appear in obvious or aggressive forms. Sometimes it exists subtly, through questions, comparisons, or observations that seem harmless on the surface but carry deeper implications. In industries where appearance has historically been tied to success, there is often an unspoken expectation of consistency. When that expectation is disrupted, even slightly, it can trigger widespread commentary. But what these discussions often ignore is context. Lighting, camera lenses, angles, costume design, and even the demands of specific roles can significantly alter how someone appears on screen or in photographs. Beyond that, human bodies naturally change over time. Health, stress, schedules, and personal circumstances all play a role. Reducing those complexities to a single assumption not only oversimplifies reality, it can also contribute to cycles of misinformation. In the case of Shin, many supporters spoke out against the speculation, emphasizing that discussing pregnancy without confirmation crosses ethical boundaries. Personal milestones, such as relationships, marriage, or family, are deeply private matters. They are meant to be shared on one's own terms, not defined by public interpretation. At the same time, this situation highlights the dual nature of fan communities. On one hand, there is admiration, loyalty, and support. On the other, there can be intense scrutiny and unrealistic expectations. This contradiction reflects a broader cultural dynamic, where celebrities are both celebrated and examined under a microscope. Another key factor in this phenomenon is the language used in online content. Words like hidden, secret, or confirmed are designed to capture attention. They create urgency. They invite curiosity. But they also blur the line between speculation and fact. When viewers encounter the same phrasing repeatedly across different posts, it reinforces belief, not because the information is verified, but because it feels widespread. This is the power of algorithm-driven platforms. They do not necessarily prioritize accuracy. They prioritize engagement. And in doing so, they can unintentionally amplify narratives that are built on assumption rather than evidence. As quickly as these narratives rise, they often fade. But the impact they leave behind can be more lasting. What this situation ultimately reveals is not a confirmed reality about an individual, but a reflection of collective online behavior. It raises important questions. How do rumors gain traction so quickly? Why do emotionally charged topics spread faster than neutral ones? And what role do audiences play in shaping these conversations? The answers lie in participation. Every comment, every share, every view contributes to visibility. Even skepticism can amplify a topic if it continues to circulate within the same digital space. This does not mean that discussion should be avoided altogether. Conversations are a natural part of media culture, but there's a difference between discussion and assumption. Responsible engagement begins with verification. Before sharing information, it's important to consider its source. Is it confirmed? Is it based on credible reporting? Or is it part of a broader wave of speculation? Equally important is the tone of the conversation. Respectful dialogue focuses on achievements, talent, and contributions rather than personal details that have not been publicly addressed. It recognizes that public figures, despite their visibility, are still individuals with boundaries. Celebrity culture often creates a sense of familiarity. Through interviews, social media, and public appearances, audiences feel connected to the lives of those they admire. But that connection does not equal access. Privacy remains a fundamental right, even in the spotlight. In the case of Shin, her legacy is not defined by online rumors. It is built on years of dedication, artistic growth, and meaningful performances that resonate with audiences. Those qualities remain unchanged, regardless of temporary trends. Perhaps the most important takeaway from this moment is the role of media literacy. In a world where content moves faster than ever, the ability to distinguish between fact and interpretation is essential. Understanding how algorithms function and how they influence what we see can help audiences make more informed choices. And those choices matter. When viewers choose to focus on verified projects, interviews, and creative work, they shift the narrative toward appreciation rather than speculation. They contribute to a culture that values substance over sensation. In the end, the phrase hidden pregnancy tells us less about reality and more about the systems that allowed it to spread. It is a reminder that visibility does not equal truth. That repetition does not equal confirmation. And that responsible engagement begins with awareness. As audiences, the power to shape conversations is always present. The question is, how will it be used?